Tune in right now. Listen, find out your favorite stitch. Fashion with the Knit+Sip.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to the Knit+Sip podcast. I'm Kate.
Hey, I'm Leeza.
And we are doing probably what most other podcasts are doing right now, talking about holiday knitting gifts.
Yes.
So you can see what we're making and see if you want to join along. And there's definitely still plenty of time to get started on some gifts. We've got some simple patterns that we can recommend, some that work up pretty fast, and just some fun ones.
Yeah, because you never know when your spouse is going to come home and need something for a coworker, or you have a party and there's like some kind of, you find out there's a gift exchange just a little bit before.
Ornament exchange, because I'm doing that one too. So that's another one.
Yeah, it's always nice to have some things made up just in case.
And I honestly want to say that I am a little bit stressed out about all of the gifts I'm knitting this year, but I'm also having so much fun doing it, and I think that they're so cute that it's well worth it.
Are you knitting me something?
Not unless you have a Labubu.
I do not have a Labubu. No. I don't.
We'll get there. So, yes, if you don't have a Labubu, sorry, you're kind of out of luck.
That's okay. I'll pass.
It might slit your tires. It's okay.
I think so.
Pretty sure. So what are you working on for all of your gifts?
I am working on my 9th. Yep, 9. I am working on my 9th Sophie shawl.
I wonder what the magic number is for Sophie shawls.
I'm going to say 9. I'm going to say 9. And you know what's funny is I don't have any of them. They were all gifts.
Maybe 10.
They were all gifts.
Maybe
every
10.
one of them. So maybe 10. Maybe I'll have one day. But this is some of the yarn that I got at Rhinebeck.
We've shown you guys this before in a short and in one of the longer podcasts.
This is actually the product of the short where we were talking about the difference in alpaca and mohair. And thankfully the mohair won and came to the rescue because it is the perfect color combination together.
Yeah.
It's really pretty. So, and it just gives it that perfect softness, and it doesn't overpower it. When I started making it with the alpaca, you couldn't even see that it was tweedy.
No, you couldn't. It ate the tweed.
It literally just looked like I threw some trash on it or something. Because every once in a while you'd see a white piece, you're like, what is that? You didn't even know it was part of the yarn. So I'm very excited about this. And with this gift goes this.
Oh, it does. Hat. They're going together.
I'll hold it
together.
Up.
Oh, I didn't know they were. That's beautiful. Wow, this is a lucky person. Goodness sakes.
I know. It's for a good person. It's for a good person.
I wish it were for me.
So this is, I think the pattern was braided heart. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up, and we're going to definitely put it in there.
A Ravelry bundle.
Yes. And so it was really fun. The yarn is Cape May Fibers.
Season of the Witch, is that what you said?
Season of the Witch, and it's just so fun because it's so sparkly.
And it will go beautifully with it.
Yes, that purple, it pulls out that purple.
That's so cool. And then the white little nubs in here. Pull out
what I really like about it, though, is that, you know, sometimes you think, okay, well, I'm going to make 2 things, and then, you know, in your head, sometimes you think, okay, they've got to be the same yarn. And I like it that they're completely different, but it pulls out the purple of the hat, and I think she's gonna love it.
And it will look really nice together.
Yeah.
So tell us about, because I've actually not made a Sophie shawl. I haven't made a Sophie scarf either, actually. I'm probably one of the few.
I think I've made 3 scarves and 9 shawls.
It's a great pattern. I've just never actually made one. So tell us about the time. I know the time commitment on the hat is really minimal. Like that hat knits up.
That hat is
really fast.
Yes, you'll be done with that hat very quickly.
Tell us about the Sophie shawl.
The Sophie shawl, it's a fairly easy pattern, so even beginners. Actually, my Sophie scarf was one of the very first things that you taught me how to make.
I bet, because it's a great pattern for beginners. Yeah.
I remember when we were talking about this I-cord edge, and I looked at her and I was like, I can't do that part. So, and here I am 8 later, working on 9. But this, I will say, I worked on the other night while I was watching remember what I was watching. It may have been a movie, and I started where the stitch marker is and came this way. So that was a movie's worth.
That's pretty good movie's worth.
Yeah. I mean, it
Pretty
wasn't
well done.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. But this is half of it, half of the skirt or half of the shawl. And I made the medium. There is a small, medium, and large version of it. And so I just think this size fits well. Last year I did make 4 of them for Christmas and they were all large. So I'm back on the medium train. But no, I think it's really fast because it's the very same thing. You're just knitting. So if you are a person who doesn't like purling, guess what? All you're doing is knitting. It's knit, knit, knit.
And there's not a lot of, so we did talk one time because I think you texted me because you got stuck on it and you were like, oh my gosh, I did something and now I'm off and now I need to do some math and figure out. And I was like, no, there's no math. It's just stitches. Like it's the number of stitches. So I think the pattern is
you literally go until I
pretty-
have like 49 stitches
Right.
and then I start decreasing.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's
So,
nice.
I mean, you may have to be able to tell where you did an increase or a decrease or roughly.
Yes,
I mean,
you do need to see that, but you can. I mean, do your
or
first.
if you can't, it'll be, I mean, it doesn't have to be
Right.
completely spot on.
Oh yeah, I've been off. I would say I was off in probably the first couple I did, but I think it's a little bit entertaining that I went through 8.5 of these before I realized that I don't have to count every row. Thanks, Kate. And then she rescued me on this one and said, "Oh no, just count your stitches."
So if you're a beginner, though, that's a great pattern for you because the's not a whole lot of thought that goes into it. Or if you're someone who's newer to reading patterns, I mean, you do have to read patterns for kind of the setup, read the pattern for the setup of like the repeats. I think it's an 8-row repeat or something like that. But then really after that, you kind of just keep going and count stitches essentially.
Yep. Yes, it is amazing. It's a 6-row repeat, and on the 6th you just increase. And that's all you do over and over and over. And then all of a sudden you're done and you have a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful gift. So that's what I'm gifting this year. What are you
Love
gifting?
it. Okay, so I'm gifting mostly really small things. So I did say that I am gifting an ornament. I don't have that done yet to show you guys, but I would encourage anyone to go out to Ravelry and I can post a few examples of these. But there are some really cute ornament patterns out there. And I have before in the past 2 years ago, maybe gifted a full garland to people.
Oh, wow.
And that was really a very appreciated gift. Our friend Beth did a garland this year. We could post a picture of that. And
I'm sure the ornaments would go really quickly.
The ornaments go really
quickly.
They do. They go really quickly. Oh yes. I mean, again, I gifted 2 full garlands. So I mean, probably 8 or 10 little ornaments per garland. And yeah, they go really fast.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I did the garlands as like a leaf pattern with a crochet chain in between, but you could do I-cords or a crochet chain. So that's a really fun, if you're looking for something kind of different, it would be. Yeah, so if you're looking for something just a little bit different, or even in a kitchen, like
Kate, one would look beautiful in my kitchen.
Noted.
This is our gift podcast. So,
we're,
I just gotta throw out some ideas. I like your sweater too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know about that. That would be it.
You don't love me that much.
I do love you that much. I didn't. Okay, so I think I've talked about this sweater before. This is the Erin sweater
pretty.
by Irene Lynn. I love this sweater, but I will say I didn't love. There was a certain. They have you faux cabled. And one of them, you kind of go in like this, and like it actually kind of started to hurt my wrist. So I liked the pattern. I love the way it came out. I don't think I would ever make it again for that reason. So yeah, I do love you that much, but I think we'll find a different pattern to show you that.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So, I am also gifting. So I've got the ornament, and then I'm also gifting 4 hats. I have got 2 finished and 1 underway. So this is, and unfortunately this yarn, it's beautiful. Oh, and you know what? When I look at it like that, you can see it a little bit better. When I look at it up close, I'm like, I don't see the patterns because the blue fade. So there's blue throughout this, right? So these are yarns made by the same dyer. This one's a blue. This one's a white with the blue, and then I carried the blue through. It's
I can see it.
It's stranded color work. And so it's called the Mix and Match hat. It's very cute because there's several different sizes and it's an adorable hat for children. I just think with the yarns I use, sometimes the blue from the white bleeds into the blue that's supposed to be the accent stitch,
But
and it looks,
you're
I don't
right,
know, it looks
though.
okay from this.
As I look at it here, I
Right.
cannot see that. But when you pulled it back
On the
on
camera,
like I
you can
can
actually see
totally
it.
see all the blues. Yeah.
So it's the Mix and Match hat. It's a really great pattern. We'll put this in our Ravelry bundle as well. So I made that one in probably a toddler size because that one's for my 2.5-year-old niece. And then for another one of my nieces, and I'm hoping that this actually fits her because it is kind of big.
It's really
but that's one of the
cute.
tartan headbands, so I'm getting them some IU stuff because IU's doing great in football. So
Yeah, they
it's
are.
the tartan headband. I think we've shown this or talked about this just a little bit before. And
Yeah.
so I'm hoping it will fit her. If not, she'll grow into it. I was
That's really cute.
using so for this one, I was using the Labubu yarn, and I can post some pictures of this that Fiber Genie and I collaborated on. And for this one, I used Gapard 50/50 cotton wool and in red, and then kind of a cream. And so I
That's
love that.
so
It's a
cute.
very true IU color. I feel like just a very So I
Is
love
it
that.
reversible?
Well, technically, I think it is because there's just ribbing. So they have you do, obviously, after weave and ends, but they have you do ribbing on the inside to cover your floats and things like that. Because really, you can actually do this whole headband without catching your floats. I think, it's a little bit. I want to say at some points you're going 7, so that's questionable. But honestly, I think it turned out well. So I think I would rather not catch the floats than risk them showing through, especially if it's like a red and white
Oh, yeah.
situation. So I think it turned out great. And then I have a few other gifts. I'll save the best one for last. So I came up with a really quick slipper pattern. So this is the adult small size. There's an adult medium and adult large. And so I'll probably be giving a few of these away. And I have bottoms coming. I don't have them yet, but those I will probably put some kind of a bottom on them. And so this is just a beginner pattern that I came up with because we're doing this for December for Knit+Sip. But I'll probably end up making a few and giving them away.
Do you just put like a leather bottom on there and then
No, it's just like
in?
you do stitch something in. I don't think I got anything as fancy as leather. I think I just got, I don't know, I'll have to show you guys.
She got a bottom.
I got a bottom of this. So but yes. So I love these. They're very cozy. I enjoyed wearing them around as I was trying them on. And then I'm making a couple of stockings. So
I didn't know you were making stockings.
I'm making stockings. That's the other December Knit+Sip project. So you can choose a stocking or a slipper.
Color.
So this is, I should have mentioned yarn too. This is Gapard Woollia in bubblegum. This is Gapard Woollia in burgundy and cream. And I've got another one that I'm going to do the Woollia in with the cream and like the olive color.
Oh, so that'll be really
I'm
pretty.
actually doing these for our cats. So we got a new kitten, and our kitten doesn't have a stocking, and then the stocking our other cat matches the stocking our other cat who recently passed away has. And so
you need new stockings.
We need new cat stockings. So these are going to be cat stockings. So this one's for our girl, and then the olive will be for our boy cat, our kitten. And then, save the best for last.
It is the best.
So I'm doing a whole bunch of Labubu clothes for my daughter and for my 4 nieces. So, yep, that is happiness right there. It's going to do something very naughty, and then it's going to be happy about it. And so happiness is modeling a hat and a little cardigan and some overalls. So
it is so cute.
My daughter and my 4 nieces are each getting a Labubu with 2 items of clothing. So I have 3 of the items of clothing done.
Just like look at the back. It's like for real overalls. Like, oh my goodness, Kate. You've outdone yourself.
Well, the patterns are very cute. So we'll link those in the Ravelry description as well. But the patterns are really cute. I did have to adapt most of them for worsted weight yarn. I feel like, and it makes sense because these are small monsters, and so a lot of the patterns are for fingering weight yarn, and this is worsted weight yarn. So I have had to adapt to just, the number of stitches I cast on and stuff for that.
Tell about your yarn that you got.
So yes, so the Fiber Genie and I collaborated on some special yarn that was inspired by Labubus and also by this blue one's K-pop inspired. And so I think I already showed you guys the white one. So the lighter colored yarn was inspired by kind of like one of the big Labubu dolls for this year, which is Rock the Universe. And then you've got the blue yarn inspired by K-pop, and then the rainbow yarn, which I'm already sold out of, which is just kind of general big energy Labubu set inspired. So those are like all the colors of the whole big energy set, and I'm already sold out of that. But I'm sure she has it on her Etsy site, so check out her Etsy site because it is really, really cute yarn, and it makes up really cute Labubu clothes because that's what the world needs right
Your
now.
niece
Apparently.
and your daughter are going
Oh my
to
gosh.
be so happy on
So
Christmas
as
morning.
much as I want to say that I'm somewhat stressed out about making all of these Christmas gifts, truly a lot of them are pretty small and they're also just really fun. I mean, I am so excited to see my 4 nieces and my daughter playing with their Labubus and putting the clothes on. Fun story is that a girl came into the store today and wanted to learn to crochet. So I taught her to crochet and I started her out making what I thought was going to be a scrunchie, but she had a Labubu and we ended up making a Latutu, which I'll post a picture of. It went quickly from being a scrunchie into being an elastic banded Latutu, which was completely her idea. And it's so amazing.
Brilliant.
She was brilliant.
You're going to have to make your daughter and your niece's Latutus.
I might. Maybe I will. So that was crocheted. I can crochet some
Add one more thing to your list.
Well, no, it will just be part of the 10. So I've got 3 of 10 items of clothing done. So I've still got 7 more. So
oh my
I
goodness.
can definitely, add in some Latutus to just take a little elastic hairband and just crochet around it. And when you go enough times around in a circle with a single crochet, you end up with a Latutu.
The things that I didn't know when I woke up this morning.
Who else is making Labubu clothes for
Not me. Not me. I have an 18-year-old child and he's a boy, and if I called him and said the word Labubu, he would probably just hang up on me. He would not know what I was talking about. So I will not be making those.
We have a friend, our friend Ariel's making them for her boss. So I think it's an adult gift. I mean, I think it can be an adult gift. I think we can run with this. Yeah, you never know. So
you don't anymore. You just don't know.
I mean, the people who were in here earlier today were talking about how there were women walking around with like Labubus hanging off of their Hermes bags.
Are you serious? I would have to. If I saw that, I would yell, I see your Labubu showing. Like, I would. I just would. I couldn't help myself.
Oh my goodness.
That's silly and funny. That's good all at the same time.
And yeah, and they are really so ugly and scary that they're actually just cute.
Scary.
They're a little scary, but they're cute. So that is, like I said, as much as I'm just sitting here like, oh, I don't know if I really should have gotten into all these Christmas gifts, but they're really fun. So I'm enjoying it.
And they will too.
That's right. I know how much enjoyment they will get out of these, and their little Labubus will be adorable.
Loved. They will all be loved.
And warm.
When they go out at night, and slash your tires, I've decided that this one looks real happy. It seems happiness, right?
Mm-hmm.
But after dark, he slashes tires. So.
And then he's happy about it.
He's happy. So,
yeah. That's what we've got as far as knit gifts this year. I've heard a lot of hats, a lot of towels. I've heard bags. I'm trying to think of what else people have been looking for. So if fingerless mitts. Yes, I've definitely heard some fingerless mitts. That's a great one. Yes. And then if you are not a fiber artist, but you're buying for a fiber artist, or if you're probably more likely a fiber artist watching this who wants someone to buy for you, send them this portion of the podcast. So there are a few things I've got in store that I really love. So these are brand new bags that I've just gotten in from Atante, and they have been featured in Vogue. So not Vogue knitting even, but Vogue. And they are project bags, like they are really meant for knitting. You can't really see the inside of this. This is a backpack, back sack type thing. And this is a wonderful, beautiful knitting bag.
It's
And I've
so
got several. It
soft.
is really soft.
And it's nice that it has the feet on the bottom. So you
That
don't
is really
ruin.
nice.
So you don't
You
ruin
don't
that.
ruin
But
your
yeah, the back
bottom.
is just gorgeous.
And it's so great that it's a backpack. I'm all about a
Well,
backpack.
and you know what? What's interesting, Lisa and I were looking at this earlier, and there are like 3 totally different ways to do this. You can hold it like this, just over one shoulder.
Which I do a lot with like
Mhm.
even a regular backpack. I
Yeah.
mostly do that. So I love that that's a
Then you can
an
2
option.
shoulder it. Then you can also pull it through here, and then it's just like a tote.
Cute.
And
Yes.
what's really cute is that it has a little snap right here that just makes it even cuter.
So cute.
It's
I'm
wonderful.
so impressed by these. So they're hand stitched by a mother-daughter team
Mhm.
out of California. And I saw them
It's
a
so
few
soft.
years ago at H&H, and I decided this year I had to bring them in for the holidays. So I'm really excited that they are here now. And I've got 5, but 3 more coming. So take a look at those.
Mhm.
And then I have got several Weebles kits. So several different kinds of Weebles kits. That's always a good little gift and already done up in a cute little bag.
And you know what about the Woobles is so good? The other day a lady came in here and she said, I have I think it was like a 10-year-old niece or something.
Okay.
Somebody was visiting and she said, I need something to keep her busy. I need something to so if you're thinking about like holiday gifts that you know the adults need some adult time, get them Woobles and then they can all open them and be so excited and then go to the other room and quietly make a Wooble.
And you know what's really funny about that? So, very full circle moment is that I learned to knit when we were at my grandparents' house. My cousin's wife, I could say my sister in law sometimes because it makes more sense to say that, but we were at my grandparents' house and this was before we had kids. And that's when she taught me to knit because we were actually like bored after Christmas. We were there for like a few days off work. So, yeah, full circle moment there.
It's a thing.
Bring some fiber art. So we luckily there was a local yarn store there at the time. They're not there anymore, but they were there and we went and got yarn and everything. And yeah.
And here you are.
And here I am. So yes, grab these and then you'll already have them ready. And I did have someone come in today for needle cases or needle sets are always, I didn't bring some over to show you guys, but needle cases, needle sets, those are great gifts. Stitch markers and stitch stoppers. If you want just something little for people, there's some.
You still have a pretty good holiday selection.
I still do. Yeah, I still have some pretty good holiday stuff. And then just any kind of accessories that people. So I hear one of our friends say all the time, oh, I really want that. It's really cute, but I'd rather buy yarn. And so anything that people, and she's very right about that. So anything that people might not buy themselves, like little craft caddies, like if you don't need a whole bag, but you want something to kind of sit next to you on the couch.
Explain this. What is this?
So this is the straps. So this is the Cocoa Knits craft caddy, and then these are the leather straps that get attached to it.
Got it.
So those are separate entities. And then I have more than you can see in the store, but you can see them online. So if you're not actually visiting the store, then ignore that comment. But I have quite a good selection of books. So books are always also a really nice gift. They can be a little coffee table piece and very nice to wrap up. So like I said, pass this along to all of your people who are buying for their fiber artists and their family.
Put this on your wish list.
Yes, exactly. Oh, and I do have a wish list thing on my website. So if you're if you have, I don't know, login, I guess, you can log in and save things to your wish list and then should be able to send them to people. So
and that's so nice because people knit everywhere. You're knitting, at your ball games and you're knitting, all these people see you knitting who are thinking, what can I get that person? And put it on your wish list. It would make it so easy for them.
That's great. Yes. Or send them in because we can help them too if they don't know. I've got all kinds of stuff set up. So whether you're making a wish list, making an actual item, these are some good gift ideas for you guys for this year. So
yes.
And I am moving my shop. So that will be I'll be having some moving sales too. So check that out in store or online the next 2 Saturdays. So Shop Small Saturday and the first Saturday in September. So it's September, not September. First Saturday in December. I'll be having some sales because I'll be moving the store. So you'll see us. It'll be interesting to see what like our backdrop is in the new shop when we do the podcast. Ooh, I don't even know.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. So less than 2 months before we move to a new location. So
It's gonna be good.
Can't wait. So excited. But yeah, bigger, twice the size. So I know there have been some requests in the past for like a shop tour, and I honestly started to do it, and I've kind of held off at this point because I knew I was moving. And so I will very happily give you guys a great tour of the new location in less than 2 months so that you can see all of the things I have, and it will just be set up so much better. Like I love the space. I'm so grateful for it, and it was a great start. But
Staying in Norton Commons.
Yes. So not moving far from where I'm currently at, but just moving to a place where I actually have space, and we actually have space to spread out. So
yes, because we love to get together and knit and crochet, and so
weave, and we saw some beautiful weaving today. Someone brought in some beautiful weaving, so that was great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's getting cramped in here, so we're excited to move. But thank you all for tuning in.
Hey, see you next week.
Cheers.
Tune in right now, listen, find out your favorite stitch. Fashion with